Hey y'all, Coach in the Fight here, talking about the new moon. Yes, this is going to be our new moon report for the 5th month on the sacred calendar. That's the month many people call Av, some people call Ab, but most of us just call it the 5th month on the sacred calendar. In this video, we're planning on telling you the date that the month will start, when we should have the new moon celebration, when the Sabbath days will start for the next 4 weeks, and even give you details on some of the biblical events that take place in the month of Av, the 5th month. Now, this is a very important month, we'll find out. I've actually already done a few videos on this month, even ahead of the new moon report, including this video we did. So you guys look for that in the end screens of this video, as well as a video we did on how to celebrate the fast of the 5th month. So hit that subscribe button so you can see those new videos that's coming out. This one again tells us how to celebrate it, what it is we're actually supposed to be doing on that day. So it is some very important stuff. The main purpose of this video is to let you know the exact dates of these events. This is the new moon report where we go in and look at when the new moon will fall. We've calculated data from the Astronomical Applications Department of the U.S. Naval Observatory, which gives detail on the fraction of the moon illuminated. We have it for 2020. It does match up with what we're seeing over here at renewedmoon.com. This is important because many of us won't get the opportunity to go out there and see that new moon that will occur on July the 21st, in the evening time of July the 21st, 2020. And so it's good to have several sources to compare so that we can get these dates right. All right, so we see that it is on July the 21st at evening time. Now, as we're told over there in Genesis chapter 1, the day begins in the evening, that 24-hour period that we call the day. A whole day starts in the evening time, just as the sun goes down. That is when the priests and the Levites would be able to see this first sliver of the moon. And it just after the sun had went down, and so that will start the beginning of the new day. That would actually start the beginning of the new month on July the 21st, making the whole day the day that people will celebrate the new moon celebrations. People that celebrate that new moon celebration will celebrate on the 22nd. Not many people are aware of that new moon celebration, but I reference you over to Ezekiel chapter 46 and verse 1, where he clearly lets us know that the inner court of the temple is opened on the new moon. It's open on the Sabbath day as well. And so those are significant days when we're thinking about that temple that dwells within us. That third temple that's going to be built on our hearts is letting us know that that inner court is closed most of the time. You see, it's closed 6 working days, but it's opened on the Sabbath day and on the new moon day. The new moon day is a worship day because of that reason. It is not a Sabbath day. You will see people doing stuff like cooking and chopping wood and different stuff that you normally don't see on a Sabbath day, but it is a worship day. And so that's the day that people will be celebrating this worship day. It will start the evening of July the 21st and it will last until the evening of July the 22nd. Okay, that will make Wednesday, July the 22nd, the first day of the month. I know it is a little bit confusing because it actually started the evening before at sundown on the 21st. But Wednesday the 22nd is actually the first day of the month. It is a holy day. It is not a work day. You won't actually start the work day until Thursday the 23rd. That will be the first work day. And then when you count around until you get to day 7, you land back on Wednesday. So what that's telling you is that starting on the 21st, the holy days will be on Wednesdays. The new moon date on the 22nd, the first Sabbath day on the 29th, the second Sabbath day on the 5th of August, and you will keep on the Wednesdays. The 12th of August, the 19th of August, and then you will start looking for a new moon day to fall, and the Sabbath day will change again either to a Thursday or to a Friday. Some months it skips one day, some months it skips 2 days. All right, so that's important. We can get ready to celebrate those holy days, Wednesdays. All right, now looking down here at the scripture, the King James Version, just looking for the word fifth month, just pointing out some events that happened in the fifth month. I'm going to have to go through these kind of quickly because I'm running out of battery power. The fifth month is an important time related to the temple. There's a lot of events that go on and have gone on related to the temple. A lot of them are mentioned in the Bible that you can see over here, like in 2 Kings chapter 25. And even a bunch of other verses that we're going to see here, like up there in Jeremiah and Ezekiel. Chapter 25 is when Solomon's temple was burned the first time in the fifth month. We find out that the second temple was burned. You read about that over in Josephus, that it was burned in the fifth month too, in 70 AD when they destroyed it. That happened in the fifth month. But if you jump over in Maccabees and look at Antiochus Epiphanes, his most devilish acts were taking place in the fifth month as well. You remember he burned the pig on the altar. All of that kind of stuff took place over there in the fifth month. So this is a very important month. It's not all bad, because when you jump over there and look at Ezra, you see that it was during the fifth month that they were doing a lot as far as, getting back on track with the temple. The fifth month is pretty much really a important day as it relates to events that's taking place in the temple. And you guys can jump over and look at some of these verses if you want to. Like I said, I'm gonna have to run on. I think what's really important to us, not all of us are really into historical facts, but it does have a futuristic impact too when you think about the fifth month and its relationship to the temple, because like when you look over here in Zechariah in chapter 7, it's talking about the fast of the fifth month. And that was one of those videos that I showed you a little earlier about how and what it is that we're supposed to do on the 9th of Av. It is basically a fast, and that video tells us what a fast looks like, what a true fast looks like. Don't assume you know what a fast looks like. You got your information from church doctrine, and you may be surprised if you look at Isaiah chapter 58 or even that video to see what fasting truly means. But you see over here in Zechariah chapter 8 is talking about how the fast of the fifth month is going to one day, futuristically speaking, is going to be a day of joy and gladness. And so that's why, there's a lot of anticipation around the fifth month as people get ready for that. Like I said, I don't want to go into a lot of detail because I've covered that in several classes so far, and I still got quite a few classes to go over related to the 9th day of Av and the 10th day of Av and even the 7th day of Av. But here we just want to primarily let you know when the dates occur. This video is all about the dates. And when you look over at Google, you could go in and type in the holidays and the holy days into Google, and they'll give you good ballpark dates. They don't always get it right. They did get it right this time. That's why I'm showing it to you, is that the 9th day of Av falls on July the 30th. Okay, it starts in the evening. All sacred days, all sacred holy days and stuff start the evening before. That's because that's when the day starts. Starts in the evening before. And so it will last until the evening of July 30th. That's the day when we'll be doing our fasting. And again, if you want to know what a fast is about, jump over there to Isaiah chapter 58. It doesn't really have anything to do with abstaining from food. That's what we were taught. Isaiah chapter 58. And that video that I'll show you in a link to at the end screens actually tells us what a true fast is. But this reminds me, you probably noticed there's a lot of competition around, calendars, everybody got their own calendar. It's like everybody is bored with the sacred calendar, the calendar that we use. It doesn't change. Pentecost has come and Pentecost is gone. So we're not going to keep throwing up videos every week telling you about the new Pentecost and how God put it on our heart by way of a dream about stars moving around, and now we all of a sudden know the date of Pentecost. Everybody else in the world is wrong. They don't know what they're talking about, because God told me last night while I was dreaming when true Pentecost is. People like that kind of stuff. People get really excited about that. They flock to those videos where people have a different Pentecost showing up every month. And they're quite bored when it comes to the truth, because it's just one day out of the year. It doesn't move around and jump around like a circus clown or whatever. But this should let you know that those guys whose dates are jumping around like that, it should let you know it should let you know that they don't know what they're talking about. Here it is. It's telling you the 5th month. Now, how could you be celebrating a 3rd month holy day in the 5th month? And if you pay attention, they're going to keep Pentecost going all year round, the whole year. Pentecost will fall in July, it'll fall in September, it'll fall in December. It's like nobody knows when Pentecost is, and people do. Those guys are rare. Those guys are in the minority. They may make a lot of videos, but there's really no reason for a person who is keeping the accurate calendar, the Enoch calendar, to keep moving Pentecost, because Pentecost don't move. Just like the 5th day of Av don't move. Or the 9th day of Av, it doesn't move. It comes one day out of the year. It's not going to be in September. It's not going to be in January. So as them guys have those moving calendars, first of all, you should think, how in the world is all of these billions of people getting this day wrong, and you, this one little YouTube video maker, is the only person that the Father told the truth to? That don't make no sense. Sometimes you do have to go with the majority. Not always. It's not always good to go with the majority. But when it comes to dates on the calendar, these guys have been doing this for a long time, and it's written out in a lot of books that give great detail on how this is all supposed to work. So being a maverick when it comes to the sacred calendar may not lend to your credibility. So with that, I'm going to leave you guys with some end screens to look at of some other more detailed videos related to the month of. And look for future videos we'll put out. So go ahead and hit that bell notifications button so you can see those videos when they come out. Godspeed and shalom.